Everyone has their own thoughts and opinions on what the best ladder starter builds are. Picking something that farms efficiently with minimal to no gear will normally give you the best player experience during a fresh ladder start. Let's be honest, no one wants to be running around the Chaos Sanctuary with a fire golem. But if that is you, I hope these top 5 season starters will change your mind. Number 1, the Blizzard Sorceress. Although Hydra has been buffed in patch 2.4, I still believe that Blizzard may still be the go-to character for farming at least for the first day or two. Moat tricking Helm Mephisto is basically hands-free, and if your significant other starts to become needy, you can make half hearts with your left hand while you mouth the words olive juice.
Seriously? Shut up.
All jokes aside, the Blizzard Sorc is extremely powerful, and I should have plenty of time replying to comments on Twitch while I hold down right-click. I'm the Cold Sorc in our reset team, so I may be farming Mephisto with this build for at least a few hours before I transition into Hydra. Max Blizzard and all its synergies, and I suggest to invest enough points into Cold Mastery until you get at least negative 100%. This will bring the majority of monsters that aren't cold immune down to negative 100 resistance. The budget items you'll want to acquire would be a Spirit Sword, a Spirit Monarch Shield, and a Lore Helm. Build number 2, the Fist of the Heavens Paladin. Lo and behold, we have Foe. I'm sure this isn't a surprise to anyone, but we had to slip it in here at number 2. A level 75 plus budget Foe Paladin can straight up cleanse the Chaos Sanctuary with ease. This build will most likely be the fan favorite for the best go-to ladder starter, mainly because transitioning into a budget smite or uber killer after you farm enough gear can be rewarding once you start stacking those torches. Max out Holy Bolt, Fist of the Heavens, Holy Shock, and Conviction. I'd suggest not taking Conviction over negative 150% res, so be mindful of that after you start increasing its level from all of your plus skills from gear. The budget items you'll want to acquire would be a Spirit Sword, a Paladin-based Spirit Shield, and a Lore Helm. Build number 3, the Lightning Trap Assassin. The Assassin normally doesn't get much love during a fresh ladder launch and will most likely be slept on. The massive utility and damage she provides is everything you could ask for from a day 1 budget character. The Assassin is also extremely efficient at farming Destruction Keys from Nilithak, which is one of the hardest keys to farm in budget gear. Run in, pop Cloak of Shadows, lay down 4 Lightning Sentries and 1 Death Sentry while using the occasional Mind Blast if you find yourself in a pickle. Your Death Sentries will explode the corpses around you, making farming for D keys a breeze. Max out Lightning Sentry, Shockweb, Charge Bolt Sentry, and Death Sentry. 1 point into these passives right here, and all remaining points you can throw into Fire Blast. The budget items you'll want to acquire would be a Spirit Sword, Spirit Shield, and a Lore Helm. You could also shop +3 Trap Claws from Anya in Hell, or use a Rhyme Shield for Cannot Be Frozen. If you get so lucky and come across a Lemrune, making a Treachery can be really nice for the IAS and +2 Assassin skills. But be mindful if the Fade procs, it will remove your burst of speed. Number 4, the Fire Druid. Does a Druid shit in the woods? Yes it does. This fire starter excels in areas with no fire immunes. So if you're looking for a class that can farm level 85 zones such as the Stony Tombs or the Icy Cellars, this build is for you. He also shines in the Mumu farm and can clear the Chaos Sanctuary with mid to late game gear setups. The fire and physical damage combo that the Druid provides is nasty in my opinion, and don't forget about my boy Smokey.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Putting 1 point into Smokey the Bear goes a long way, especially during early progression. Max out Fissure, Volcano, Armageddon, and Molten Boulder. 1 point into Grizzly and all remaining into Firestorm. I've seen some Druids put 1 point into Hurricane. It honestly wouldn't be a bad option. The budget items you'll want to acquire would be a Spirit Sword, Shield, and a Lore Helm. Build number 5, the Lightning Fury Javazon. This is one of my favorite hardcore ladder starters to play. The Lightning Fury Javazon excels in high density areas such as the cows, and if you invest some points into Valk, you can use it to tank for you while you farm Eldritch, Shank, and Pindle with minimal to no gear. Taking this Lightning Fury Javazon into endgame can also destroy Diablo and Bale in seconds while poking with Charge Strike. If you're still not convinced, you can always try respeccing into a Lightning Strike Impale Javazon for late game after you make yourself an Infinity. The Lightning Strike Impale Javazon can really do it all with ease and has amazing uber clear times. Max out Lightning Fury and all of its synergies, 1 into these passives, and 5 into Pierce for early progression. Getting yourself 100% Pierce from plus skills and certain items such as Razortail can be beneficial, but it's not required. I'd shoot for at least 75% Pierce though. If you're struggling with farming certain zones in Hell during the early stages, investing some points in a Valkyrie really works wonders. The budget items you'll want to acquire would be plus skill, magic javelin, spirit shield, and a lore helm. Honorable mention, build number 6. The Trailing Horker Barbarian. This one's for all of the Barbarian or Riot fans out there. If you're more of a solo player, I suggest not starting as a Barbarian. But if you're planning on doing a lot of group play with the homies, the Barbarian comes in clutch big time. You'll pretty much just be running around using battle command and battle orders on the group before horking everything without a pulse. You should also be picking up 35k bases to vendor while you gamble away your life savings for +2's class specific circlets for the party. It's just an extra way to double dip on your pre-made chaos group runs. Hopefully you can hork a nice HR or a random Tao's armor, for example. In the end, it's all about hooking up the homies, and that includes the Barbarian. After you acquire enough gear, you can go respec into a real farming class such as a Double Throw, Whirlwind, or Warcry Barb. I really hope this list of my top 5 ladder starters has really helped you at least a little bit. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoy this style of content, don't forget to like and sub to the channel. I'm hoping I could hork 1 or 2 out of you.